And the breaking news is the two convicted criminal politicians Mukhtar Ansari and Vijay Mishra were today seen attending a lunch hosted by Akhilesh Yadav for presidential candidate Pranab Mukherjee. Now both Ansari and Mishra are currently serving jail terms and are allowed to leave jail only to attend the assembly. Becocking a smoke at the law, these two jailbirds made their way to UP Chief Minister's residence to attend the lunch. Incidentally, 2 weeks ago, headlines today had highlighted how these two very gentlemen were enjoying all worldly comforts in their jail cell thanks to the generosity of Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav. Yet another example of how Akhilesh's promise of a new crime-free Uttar Pradesh is absolutely hollow. And for more on this story, what we'll do is go across to Amir Haq, who's on the phone line with us. And Amir, give us details of what exactly transpired.
So that, these two MLAs which should ideally have been in jail, they were only provisionally allowed by the court to attend the assembly proceedings from outside jail. And they were supposed to be ferried every morning from inside the jail and brought to the assembly to attend its proceedings. And by evening they had to get back to their respective jails. But today, surprisingly, both of these, Mukhtar Ansari, who is an independent MLA from Mau, and Vijay Mishra, who's an Samajwadi Party MLA, they were both found attending the Chief Minister's lunch. This lunch was basically hosted by the Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav in the honor of Pranab Mukherjee, and the other Samajwadi Party MLAs were also supposed to attend the lunch. But surprisingly, and also something that authenticates the way headlines today had earlier broken the story, that both these MLAs are venturing outside the assembly as well. While the court only allows them to attend the assembly proceedings, they're going outside the jail or outside the assembly on excursions and going elsewhere. They're using the mobile phones. They're roaming around speaking with their men, and that perhaps can also mean that they could be indulging in other illegal activities as well.
Obviously, and it reflects very, very poorly on Pranab Mukherjee as well, though we're unaware of whether Pranab knew that both these MLAs were serving jail terms. But Amir, the question is that over the last 1.5 or 2 months, we've seen that the UP government has been very, very kind and has been handing out doles to all these jailed dons. They've been allowed to shift jails to where their strongholds are. They've been allowed to come out of jail as and when they wish. What is the reason behind it?
Well, Siddharth, for this, the court, they have to apply to the court that they be allowed to attend the assembly proceedings, because obviously they are the chosen representatives after the state assembly elections. So they can put in their request, and the court has the power to grant them that they be allowed to attend assembly proceedings. But that is only for the time when assembly is in progress, when the session of assembly is in progress, and they have to get back to their respective cells in their jail by the when the assembly session is over. And today was the last day of assembly session, and both these MLAs should ideally have gone back to their cells in their jail. But we saw them that they attended the lunch hosted by Akhilesh Yadav in the honor of Pranab Mukherjee, and both these MLAs were seen coming outside the CM's residence and getting into their jail vans, where from they perhaps went to the jail.